All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Left Side View. We are finally back after the international break, where we had a lot of international matches. World Cup qualification was going on. So Italy are the biggest absentee. Along with that, I think 29 out of the 30 teams have already qualified. Those teams include, someone like Senegal, Edouard Mendy, Senegal. We've got USA, we've got Mexico. So a lot of these teams have qualified, but again, the biggest omission being Jorginho's Italy, who have failed to qualify for this year's World Cup. But yes, I think we can begin now, Amitabh, with the preview of the weekend matches. So where do we begin, Amitabh?
Yes, Rahul. Italy, one of the teams that I root for, missing such a consecutive World Cup. Okay, so we can start with the Premier League. The first match will be Liverpool at home against Watford. Both the teams having their own set of issues and challenges right now. However, I don't see any way for Watford to even grab 1 point from this fixture. Uh, a clinical 3-0 win for Liverpool. Rahul?
I mean, obviously, yeah, like on paper, the fact that it's not just about winning those matches, but they just need to win. It's as simple as that. Because Liverpool and City both cannot afford to drop any points. I also go for a Liverpool victory, but let's see if Hodgson can do something, against his former club. I would predict a 3-1, but I hope that, Hodgson does something.
Okay. The next match. Now, Brighton have been one of those teams that are woefully out of form, and Norwich are as good as gone. So maybe competition between two of the form-wise, two of the worst teams in the league. If Norwich somehow manage to get a win, maybe there'll be that flicker of hope still. But I somehow think that these teams will cancel each other out. It will be a 0-0 or maybe a 1-1 draw. Rahul?
Yeah, or maybe I'll go with the home team, maybe a 2-1 to Brighton.
Okay, the next match, Burnley away for Manchester City. Okay, so after the international break, just before that huge clash against Atletico, uh, this is a potential banana skin for Manchester City. Do I see Burnley getting a point at least? See, Burnley will be playing out of these things. They have to, their fortune is still in their own hands. I somehow have a feeling this will be a 1-1 draw. Rahul?
Okay, well, let's hope you're right. Uh, but yeah, I've got to go with City on paper. A 3-1 or a 4-1 victory for City.
Okay. The next match, Chelsea against Brentford. With all the news that has been circulating in the past, couple of weeks, who our new owners are going to be, what will be the timeline by which the deal will be done through. There was also a news that our current owner, even if he has given the right of operations to the board of trustees, he was seemingly poisoned at one of the tea stores. So yeah, for we have been in the news for all the wrong reasons. I hope football does the talking here. We should win this one 2-1. Rahul?
Yeah, agreed. 2-1. I think, I don't know why. Maybe Ericsson will, score a goal or get an assist for Brentford. So 2-1. Yeah.
Leeds against Southampton. Leeds at home 2-1. 2-0 Leeds. Rahul?
I think this could be a draw.
Okay, the next match, Wolves against Aston Villa. I think both the teams are pretty secure for this season at least. So I hope this one is a high-scoring affair. But I think this will be a 2-2 draw. Rahul?
I think it's going to be 3-2 to Wolves.
And finally, we have Manchester United against Leicester City. Uh, Again, a team that has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. I think this is a draw too. 1-1.
So I think it was just announced today that Bruno Fernandes has actually extended his contract till 2026 with an option to extend for a further year. At home, I 2-1 to Manchester United.
Okay. Okay. On Sunday we have West Ham against Everton. See, traditionally this is a very tasty affair, but I don't know how up to the mark Everton will be. Again, a team that will be playing for their lives. But I still think West Ham will be too good for them at home in London Stadium. So 2-1 West Ham. Uh,
Yeah, 2-0 to West Ham. I think we've seen, Everton's away record and yeah, the whole narrative, Lampard going to his former club, Moyes facing his former club. I mean, they are just too strong defensively. So yeah, I do feel like they'll keep a clean sheet and a 2-0 victory for Everton. Sorry, for West Ham.
okay. Then we have Tottenham against Newcastle. Tottenham did break that trend of winning one and losing one last time around before the international break. So at home, I think they should take care of Newcastle. And this should be a 3-1 win for Tottenham. Uh,
A 2-1 victory for Spurs. Yeah.
okay. And finally, on Monday, we have Crystal Palace against Arsenal. And I just think this has a 1-1 return all over it. Uh,
So the corresponding fixture actually ended in a 2-2 draw at the Emirates. However, I've just got a feeling that Arsenal have become just so clinical, which is why, like their last game, I think when they beat Aston Villa 1-0 away, this could also be another 1-0 victory for Arsenal. I hope I'm wrong, obviously, but I think as of now, I'll predict a 1-0 victory for Arsenal.
okay. So that is Premier League done and dusted. We can move on to the Bundesliga now. Tomorrow we have SC Freiburg against Bayern Munich. Now Freiburg are fifth in the table. Again, on paper, this is a potential match with two teams who can compete against each other. I don't know if that will be the case. Freiburg at home. Yeah, I'm going for a draw here too, man. Yeah, 1-1 draw.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a Bayern victory. I think this is like this international break would have actually helped them a lot. I think there were a lot of issues that they were facing, and this was probably a welcome relief for them. So I think yes, we're gonna see the old Bayern Munich now. Back to basics, and yeah, I think a 2-1 or a 2-0 victory for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I think in the remaining 7 matches, Lewandowski has to score 11 goals to match his tally of 42 goals in a season, I guess. So, yeah, maybe that is going to add him on. The other match worth noting, of course, is Dortmund at home to Leipzig, second versus third. There's a gap of 12 points, and if Leipzig even now harbor that dream of catching Dortmund, they just have to win this. Haaland again being injured in the international break, so they were saying when he came back to Dortmund, his leg was all blue and black. So maybe he is a doubtful starter for the match. Maybe he might not participate at all. That really tilts the scales in favor of Leipzig, and I actually think they might just do it. A close 2-1 win for Leipzig. Rahul?
Okay. Well, yes, on paper I'll go for a draw. I I mean yes, if Leipzig can beat Dortmund, it's a great result for them. Similarly, if Dortmund do not get a win at home, then there will be more question marks, about their mentality and about how dependent they are on someone like Haaland. I mean, we've seen, that when it comes to Bayern, like they just drop points against Bayern, but if they even drop points against Leipzig, then yes, it's not a good result at all for Dortmund.
Yeah, so we can move on to League R now. Again, just one match. PSG against Lorient on Sunday. Um, I just hope PSG crash and burn. I mean, that is pretty saddest of me, but it is what it is. Will that happen? I don't think so. I don't think they'll lose this one, but I don't see them winning this one as well. I think from here till the end of the season, it will be all downhill. So I'm going for a draw at Rahul.
Okay. Uh, yeah. I mean, they lost to Monaco 3-0 in the last match, so um, yeah, I think they're gonna get back on track. Like, yeah, I just don't see them dropping points in this one. Even if it's a 1-0 victory, I still expect them to win.
Okay, now moving to the most interesting league, without a shadow of a doubt, in Europe, the Serie A. On Saturday, we have Lazio against Sassuolo. Um, Sassuolo again one of those attacking teams. I Lazio at 7. Yes, they can harbor again that desire to reach as high as possible, but I think that fourth is out of grasp. So again, when you don't really have a target, things can go bad. And Sassuolo is again one of those teams that are known for making things bad for their opponents. So I think Sassuolo win this
Okay.
3-1, 3-1 around.
I agree with the prediction. Yeah, a 2-1 for Sassuolo. I think they will do a double over Lazio. They got a 2-1 victory in the corresponding fixture. So yes, we've already seen them, beat. I think they beat Juventus as well. They already beat AC Milan. They even beat Inter, if I'm not wrong, or maybe got a draw. But yeah, they've actually had so many. We keep talking about Sassuolo obviously so many times. So yeah, we've got to back them now. So yeah, a 2-1 victory for Sassuolo.
Okay, on Sunday we have a slew of interesting matches. We start off at Florence, Fiorentina against Empoli. At home, Fiorentina should win this comfortably 2-0. Rahul.
Yeah, I actually agree. I think 2-0. Yeah.
Atlanta against Napoli. This one is too close to call, quite frankly. I think I'll sit on the fence on this one because yeah, 2-2 draw.
Yeah, I kind of expect Napoli to drop points. I don't think that they're going to win this match. In fact, if Atlanta win this match, they will also be doing a double over Napoli. They beat them 3-2 away in the corresponding fixture. Mm. Yeah, I think it's going to be a draw. I mean, Atlanta do not really have the same home form, as compared to their away form. But yeah, Napoli in dire straits, like they just need points on the board if they have any hopes of challenging Milan and Inter for the title. Mm-mm. I think it's going to be a draw. Yeah.
Okay, the next match we have is Sampdoria against Roma. I think Roma is going to finish this season in a strong manner, and I'm like willing to stick my neck out and say yes, they'll win most of the matches from here on in till the end of the season. So I'm backing them for this match as well. 3-1 win for Roma.
I hope so. Like, I hope you're right. Yeah, 2-1 victory for Roma. I think Stefano Sensi to score for Sampdoria.
Okay, and then on Sunday we have the biggest clash, Juventus against Inter Milan. Now again, I think these teams are fighting for the third place, quite frankly. even if Inter have played one game less. Again, I know Napoli are within their grasp, so can't really say that as well. But um, I think on current form, Juventus are slightly ahead of Inter. Inter have been like dropping like a stone of late, and let's see if this break has given them that time for do making an insight and now going back to the drawing board and seeing that whatever mistakes they have committed in the past couple of months, trying not to repeat that. And will that change their luck? Will results start coming their way? I really don't know, but I think they'll start this phase now with a crucial matches with a draw. I think this will be a draw, a 1-1 draw. Rahul?
I think Juventus will win this one, but yeah, there are so many issues surrounding both the teams. I think Brozovic is not fully fit. Let's see if he starts or if he's on the bench. Even De Vrij, I think he's not fit. The most that we expect from him is to be on the bench. Whereas with Juventus, it's been obviously announced that Dybala is not going to sign a contract extension or a new contract for that matter. So it does look like he's going to leave. And yeah, all these things are there. So let's see if these things or these off-field issues affect the on-field performances. But you're right. Obviously, ever since the signing of Vlahovic, Juventus do look like a different team. But at the same time, after shameful loss to Villarreal in the Champions League, will that have a negative effect on the morale of the entire squad? So yeah, so many issues. I would go with a 2-1 victory for Juventus.
Okay, okay, fair enough. And finally, on Monday, we have AC Milan against Bologna. And I see the juggernaut rolling on for Milan. They win this quite comfortably, 2-1, maybe 2-0 around.
Yeah, I think there's some sad news as well. I think Bologna's coach Mihalovic's cancer is also back. So let's see if he's going to be in the dugout or not. 2-0, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, and finally, we are left with La Liga. So on Saturday, we have Levante against Villarreal as one of the main matches. Villarreal seventh and Levante, right at the bottom of the table. Again, if Villarreal want to at least grab onto the UEFA Cup, Europa League, UEFA Cup was around that. The Europa League spots, they need to start winning matches on a consistent basis. I think they'll win this one. Uh,
Well,
1-0. One round.
well, they should. I mean, just before the international break, they lost 1-0 away to Cardiff. Like, I mean, obviously, it's only Villarreal who can do it. Beat Juventus away and then lose to Cardiff away. So I am sitting on a draw. I'm sitting on the fence. Yeah. Like, had they gotten something out of the game against Cardiff, I probably would have a different prediction. But yeah, it was just so embarrassing. So I don't want to back them on this one.
Okay. Okay. The next match, Celta Vigo against Real Madrid. So, okay, the frailties of Real Madrid has been showcased to one and all, especially in the past couple of months. And now every team that they'll be facing, at least domestically, uh, every match will be a potential banana slip because if Barcelona keep on doing what they have been doing ever since the winter transfer window was shut, so the only thing Real Madrid can do from here is lose and let Barcelona in. So Celta Vigo away again. Maybe the downfall starts from here. I think this is going to be a draw. Yeah, this is a draw 1-1. Rahul?
Well, yeah, I'm thinking, like there are so many things in my mind right now. Not really sure if Benzema is fully fit or not. We already know Ancelotti has tested positive, so he's not going to be in the dugout most probably. We already talked about so many issues. That there are so many players who are just not part of the squad. I mean, the whole thing, the Gareth Bale talked about. the treatment of Gareth Bale by the media. He called them parasites and all that stuff. There are so many. Again, I think Hazard has been out. He's going to have a surgery. He's out for the rest of the season. So there are so many players. Again, someone like Isco contract is expiring, won't be renewed. Marcelo contract is expiring, won't be renewed. I don't know. Like I just have a feeling that it could go downhill. You know, or the fact that something that their next opponents, Chelsea, uh, are doing, wherein they have used all of that, all of those off-field issues as motivation. So do we expect Madrid also to do something like that? Because obviously this time out, I think they'll also have an eye on their match against Chelsea in midweek in the Champions League, because this time it's going to be with supporters, unlike last year. Uh, Courtois will have to go to Stamford Bridge and all those things. I mean, even Chelsea will play at Bernabeu now, instead of their, I think, last time out Bernabeu wasn't renovation, so they didn't really have to play at Bernabeu. But yeah, I guess that's a game a little far away. But you're right. This is actually a potential banana skin for Real Madrid, a true test of their grit, determination. Having said that, they are 10 points ahead. So 2-1 victory, I guess, for Real Madrid, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, okay. 2-1 for Madrid, right? Okay. Moving on, we have Atletico against Alaves. Alaves are, I think, second last in the league. Yeah. So, and Atletico have won the, last 5 matches. So, one of the form teams in the league. I don't see any other winner here except Atletico. The margin of victory, I think that will depend on how Atletico want to take it, whether they want to run riot or maybe they'll just shut shop after a couple of goals, maybe single goals. But I'm going for a 2-0. Definite prediction is a 2-0 for Atletico.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just going to go with a 1-0 because usually they don't really score more than one goal. But yeah, I am going for an Atletico victory.
Okay, so on Sunday we have Betis against Osasuna. So the fact is that we have to keep talking about Betis because there is still small chance that they might come good. Um, however, meager that is, given the form of the teams ahead of them. At home, I think Betis should win this 1-0. Rahul?
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to win this match. But yeah, it's going to be, the margin is going to be a little low. Maybe a 1-0 victory.
Okay, and again, we wrap it up on Sunday with Barcelona against Sevilla. Um, I think Sevilla would have much rather preferred to play the second match against Barcelona much earlier. One of those teams that have just been caught at the wrong time. Barcelona are flying, and it really hurts me to say this, but yes, they are flying, and I don't see any other winner here as well. They are almost they are back. Now,
I mean, it's not just the fact that they're doing well. The fact that you can already imagine how much better they're going to be next season. They've already signed someone like Frank Kessié. They've already signed someone like Andreas Christensen. Obviously, those deals are not announced, but we all know that even Fabrizio Romano has said that it's a done deal. So just imagine the squad that they have. On top of that, they're also going to sign someone like Christensen and Kessié. Um, and again, the form that they are in right now, they are never a goal shy team. They don't just win matches 1-0 or 2-1. I think it's going to be 3-0. Yeah, Dembele is going to continue his fine form. Even someone like Aubameyang or Ferran Torres, even the midfield. I mean, there are so many uh, academy players. Gavi, Nico, Pedri, even Ansu Fati is back from injury. Wow, man. I mean, they've got so many options. Someone like Memphis Depay. Wow, it hits me to. I mean, it hurts me to say it, but yeah, they're like so good. All and the point is, like, it's not like they are this good now. Like, I mean, in such a short amount of time, they have become so much better. Just when the season started, it looked like they were so shit. Even when Koeman was the manager, all of a sudden they were still playing so badly. But then all of a sudden, with the arrival of Xavi, and with 3 or 4 signings in January, it's like this is a totally different Barcelona side. So yeah, and they're like we said, they're just not stopping. Even now, they're continuing, to plan for the future. They can only. I just don't know what the ceiling is for Barcelona now.
Yeah, and at the cost of coming across as you know, how do I put it mildly? Someone who is jealous. Okay, let's just say jealous. Someone who is jealous of the fortunes. Um, they also again they have become the media darling. There's only positive news for Barcelona everywhere you try, read, and of course they have started getting penalties as well. So all the 95% football related intelligence or preparedness that they have shown, those last 5% have also been coming their way. So good for them. Let's see how what they can achieve this season and definitely in next season. So with that, we come to the end of our preview episode, guys. We'll be back with the review of all these matches on Sunday and Monday. Till then, take care and have a lovely week. Bye bye.
All right, guys.